This news update is brought to you by
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today News Update for Wednesday, September the 10th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. About 1,000 of the many students who've been hard-pressed to come up with the required tuition fees to pursue studies at the Cayfield campus of the University of the West Indies are now benefiting from a recently introduced loan arrangement. Campus Registrar Ken Walters said the loan plan was put in place by the university after government required students for the first time to pay their own tuition fees. Walters says the new fee requirement made it harder for the campus to ensure it received the requisite numbers of students. He notes that the flexible loan plan is paying off.
We've had 1,000 students utilizing that plan. I think that was significant because there are students who would not have been able to access loans, and therefore we provided that facility to allow them to actually continue their education. We can only do that if you have the students continue their education who have in some cases started but were challenged because they couldn't find the resources in terms of paying a semester fee in order to continue their education.
Walters also says the losses incurred at the Cayfield campus are from declining tuition fees, but that funding from government and donor agencies have not been impacted. He explains that while the current economic crisis facing the campus may result in some reorganization, development will continue.
It will not stop the development because in some courses which we perceive they have a developmental value, of course they must. The numbers may not be at the level that you want, but they're a course that we can't stop doing because we have a demand for math teachers and for people doing maths and the sciences. So there's some areas which the university will not curtail even if the numbers are not at the levels that we want.
In other news now, the cleanup begins 2 weeks after a major fire destroyed 7,600 turkeys and the facility housing them. A crew arrived today at ZRS Farms at Ridge Plantation in Christchurch, which is operated by Chickmont Foods Limited, to start picking up the pieces. In the meantime, Operations Manager Trevor Gunby tells Barbados Today that the company will receive a shipment of 7,000 turkey poults at the end of the month to bolster its stock in time for Christmas. The cause of the blaze, which resulted in more than $770,000 in damages, is still not known as investigators are yet to hand in their report.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.
In regional news, LIAT is spreading its wings to Haiti. On December 5th, the regional carrier is set to make its first flight to Port-au-Prince. The service will run every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. The Antigua-based airline says the move is in response to customer demand and is part of ongoing efforts to improve its bottom line. And finally, on the global front, the leader of one of the largest rebel groups in Syria has been assassinated. Hassan Aboud, who heads the Syrian Islamist insurgents Ara al-Sham, was killed with other top commanders in a bomb blast at a meeting.
Activists say a suicide bomber detonated a vest in the attack in the northwestern town of Ram Hamdan. Ara al-Sham is part of the Islamic Front, a coalition of 7 Islamist rebel groups. In February, Ahrar al-Sham blamed the rival Islamic State group for an attack which killed several of its members.
And on that note, we end our 7 a.m. Barbados Today update. You can join us again at noon, but in the meantime, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izume Media in bus terminals or Screenplay in supermarkets and gas stations near you. To get more news and sports, I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a wonderful day.
This news update is brought to you by